Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Monday night, and you know what that means. It's time for the Raw Event Center, and here's the man that could give you the raw report of what happened on Monday nights, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode number 1347. It is a very beautiful Tuesday afternoon, 1:43 p.m. April the 16th, 2024. We'll actually have spring weather. It's spring-like weather. I mean, we've been wanting spring, and usually here in New England, especially, usually here in New England is usually from winter to summer right away. It's like a quick transition. But we're actually getting steady spring weather for once. I mean, people say, it's going to rain and all that. April showers bring May flowers. So that's, it's a really cool thing. We're going to talk about what happened last night on Monday Night Raw. As you know, this is a new era. And this is, like new things, changes are going to happen. Always that. And it seems like ever since 2010, there's been change after change after change every single year. It's crazy, you know what I mean? And so let's talk about what happened on Raw last night. The Women's World Champ, Rhea Ripley, decided to kick off Monday Night Raw in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And Adam Pearce was in the ring. And addressed the incident that happened between her and Liv Morgan the night after WrestleMania. That would be last week. And because of the brawl, she walked away with a hurt wrist, and she's going to be out 1 to 3 months. So unfortunately, she says she has to relinquish and vacate the women's world title. And she knew. Then she dressed Liv Morgan, wanting revenge on Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan comes out, starts taunting her a little bit. Looks like Rhea Ripley wanted to go after her, but Adam Pearce knew this was going to happen, so he had Carrie to come out to separate the two ladies. And so, deciding that next week there will be a new Women's World Champion. The question is, who will be that Women's World Champion? Now, Monday Night Raw, I found out it takes place in Columbus, Ohio. There could be, and a lot of people have been thinking and hoping that Alexa Bliss can make a return and take the title away. I personally think it's going to be Io. I like to see Io Sky come to Monday Night Raw and say, but I would wait until after the draft to decide a new women's world champion, to be totally honest. Because the draft, because the draft is going to be on the 26th. We're 9 days away. In fact, a week from this Friday is the WWE draft. If I were Adam Pearce, I would have waited until the draft is settled up. Then you can crown. Because what if you get Io Sky to Monday Night Raw? This will be, if the draft, let's say they want to do something early, do early drafts. Bring Io Sky to Monday Night Raw. That way, Io Sky can get a fair shot at the title. And if she wins, she'll be a Grand Slam champion. I like to see that. But we shall see how Adam Pearce deals with this situation as it comes. And I gotta tell you, this is a little heartbreaking. I gotta respect Rhea Ripley, though. She, in her young career, has accomplished a lot. But basically accomplished everything. She was a SmackDown, Raw. She was an NXT champion. She held the women's title in all three brands. She became a tag team champion, a women's tag team champ.
Oh, she's a trip.
And now a women's world champ for 380 days. So it is sad that she had to give up the title, but I think Rhea Ripley's still young, like 24 years old, 25 years old. She's still young. She's got a long way to go. We'll see Rhea back, and when she does, she'll accomplish a whole lot more. And the Queen of the Ring tournament is coming up next month as well. So it all depends on how far she'll recover from this. But I think, like I said, 1 to 3 months, she probably won't be able to be part in that tournament. But who knows for sure? So a lot of people we're hoping that Rhea will come back. We'll see what happens. it'd be the women's division now is up for grabs on Monday Night Raw. But the problem is also the women's division also wrapped in the tag team situation. You had Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell, Maxine Dupree, and Ivy Nile. So it is going to something. You know, you talk about stables changing. I'll more elaborate on that. Judgment Day. Rhea Ripley came backstage, and Judgment Day was there. They hugged her, and then Damian Priest says, "When you come back, you can be better than ever. You make Liv Morgan pay and all that." And it seems like the fans, also have a lot of respect for Rhea Ripley because they booed Liv Morgan. So, I think it's like if you want to beat somebody for a championship, injuring them may not be the way to go. I think they want Liv Morgan to win it the honorable way, so to speak. So I can understand where they're coming from. And then Sheamus made his return last night against Ivar. You talk about big meaty man slapping meat. And Sheamus came back with his original theme when he first came into WWE, Written in My Face by Sean Jennis. Did a part of the Brawling Brutes theme, though, in the beginning, but then it transitioned over to his old theme, which I thought was pretty cool. And I think Sheamus is on a mission, and I think that mission is to get that one title that has eluded him throughout his entire career, the Intercontinental Championship. Question is, will Sami give Sheamus a shot? I say give Sheamus some time to get his bearings back, and I think once he gets going on a winning streak, maybe, I personally believe that Sheamus will probably be challenging for that championship. If not, the World Heavyweight title could be in the making as well. Damian Priest holds that title. Damian Priest versus Sheamus will not be a bad matchup. But either way, Sheamus did pick up the victory over Ivar. That was a heck of a fight, And Ivar decided, Ivar's going to go to NXT to try to challenge Obafemi for the, for the North American title. Spring breaking, will it happen? Who knows? And then Triple H decided to address the Montreal crowd with Adam Pearce, and there was a little thing in the ring. I'm like, new titles? Are we having new titles, right? So they asked Austin Truth to come out, and man. So, anyways, Austin Truth comes out, and they were presented. The Raw Tag Team titles are no longer. They're now going to be called the World Tag Team Champions, and they presented them with the new belts, and the new belts look nice. They look clean and fresh. And R-Truth thinks it's a magic trick, and called Triple H Houdini and the Genie. Triple H, hey, here Houdini got you fooled, and it was hilarious. I think with R-Truth, when they saw the belt, when they ripped the cover off, they went, "Oh, they made the titles appear out of oxygen." Then oxygen. And Adam Pearce, I feel bad for the guy. He has to deal with somebody like Chelsea Green and R-Truth. And the poor guy says, "I need a drink." Do we get a T-shirt that has Adam Pearce going, it said, "I need a drink"? Can we, or have one going? It'll have a thumbs up with a smile and go, "It's official." Adam Pearce needs a T-shirt, man. I'm telling you, it is all. True. I saw. Last time he saw a lady in heaven, she got up and walked away. I see little Jimmy. I'm like, and poor Miz. I'm glad I followed R-Truth. He was hilarious, man. I apologize to Adam Pearce for R-Truth being too funny. Even Triple H was trying not to break character. And Adam Pearce was staying in character. It was a good. Oh, good Lord. So they decided to have a triple threat match for the number one contendership for the World Tag Team titles. The Creed Brothers, DIY, and the New Day. And DIY ended up winning the matchup. And then Jackie Redmond interviewed Drew, basically trying to interview Drew McIntyre as, as Drew McIntyre saw what happened at WrestleMania and all that. He decided to kick the and he lost last week on Raw. he decided to kick the TV down, just scaring poor Jackie Redmond out of her shoes. Poor girl. Especially the girls, the ladies tag team match, Maxine Dupree and Ivy Nile going up against Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. And thanks to Indy Hartwell's little bit of new shenanigans, maybe Indy Hartwell is trying to reconnect the attitude that, got her success in NXT with Candice LeRae, ended up picking up the victory over Maxine Dupree and Ivy Nile. Damian Priest, though, decided, I think the Judgment Day was kind of depressed that Rhea is going to be out for a while. Rhea is like their sister. He said, I went down to Judgment Day. He said, rise up, take care of the Andrade situation, make them pay. You make sure to do it. And then so they said, and he goes, you make sure that soften up Jey Uso. And Finn Balor goes, you got him. So Andrade went one-on-one with Dominic Mysterio, which is a pretty good matchup, Dominic Mysterio, you got the luchador royalty, so to speak, the heritage with, former father, to his father, Rey Mysterio. We get Andrade. Andrade won the match with the message, but J.D. McDonough and Dominic decided to attack Andrade after the match, but Ricochet comes to Andrade's aid. It seems like Ricochet, as long as he's still standing, like Judgment Day's going to have a problem with him. So, problems with Judgment Day already arising, So, you got to look out for that. Let me tell you, it's crazy. Anyways, Kathy Kelly interviewed Jey Uso and asked him about what happened on Friday. Because I told him to come with me. I would not be surprised if Jimmy Uso comes up to his younger twin and said, "Hey, listen, Uso, I should have listened to you, man." And I think if Jey Uso loses the title somehow, and loses a chance to win the title from Damian Priest somehow, I think he may have to get drafted back to SmackDown and help his older brother out, or confront this new bloodline and trying to straighten things out with Solo Sikoa or something like that. I don't know, but this bloodline thing could be, everybody wants to see a bloodline civil war between Roman Reigns and the Usos, and you got Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and possibly Jacob Fatu. You get him in the mix, it's going to be one dangerous war, let me tell you. And then another women's tag team matchup, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter versus Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. And Chelsea Green and Piper Niven end up winning the matchup. And they were walking backstage celebrating. Yay! And Chelsea Green, right? And all of a sudden, Adam Pearce goes, "Congratulations, ladies! Congratulations on your win." Chelsea Green, right to his face. I'm like, "What are you doing? What are you 5?" Adam Pearce, congratulations! You got a $500 fine. Oh. What the heck was that, Chelsea Green? What are you thinking? That's an authority figure. I would have said $1,000 fine you. Oh, good Lord. That was pretty funny. Anyways, Kathy Kelly interviewed Liv Morgan, and Liv Morgan, she was not very happy that why the crowd, turned on her after, it's karma, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, shoulder for a shoulder. But that's not, but I'm not done yet. I'm not going to be done until I become the new women's world champion. And Cody Rhodes addresses the Montreal crowd, talks about him being the Universal Champion. He has Jey Uso to come out, and Rhodes says, "Listen, against Finn Balor, you know how he operates, so I'll have your back." And then Jey Uso goes, "Nah, I'll do it by myself." And he goes, "I understand." Until we yeet again. And they went, yeet. So, Jey Uso, the yeet man. And then Kathy Kelly interviewed Nia Jax, but I want to stop here for just a second. I want to congratulate Nia Jax. She recently got baptized at a church, and saw the video on Twitter, X and all that, and became born again, which I thought was so super cool. As a born again Christian myself, want to congratulate Nia Jax, and I think Nia Jax probably felt that she needed to turn over a new leaf, which I think, I gotta respect that. I gotta respect that out of Nia Jax. So that was really cool of her to do that. And she finally felt in her heart need to do so. Which, and for people to even some that don't know Christ, we're congratulating her on this, which is, I think it's a good thing. She can be a better person, and I think that's going to be totally cool. So congratulations, Nia Jax, and welcome to the kingdom. Nia Jax, so she says she don't care who she has to go through to get the title. She says she wants to be the next women's world champion. And I'll tell you one thing, ever since Nia Jax came back, she's been a dominant force. She gave Rhea Ripley a run for her money. So, only a matter of time. Again, it all depends on how Adam Pearce is going to go about this whole women's title match. Will it be a battle royal? Will it be a battle royal? Now, I thought of Io Sky going over the Raw, but I figured, she could get a rematch against Bayley if she wanted to. If that's if she lost the title to Bayley, she could get a rematch if she want to. And you got that rematch clause. You can cash that in at any time. Let me see. I'm going to check out something for a few minutes here. So, anyways, let's see if I can. I wanted to bring up something here. They were talking about Io Sky. Let's see if Russ Lake. I want to give him a shout out. He's a wrestling fan. So here's what I said. And I said, talk about Io Sky should take that title and become a Grand Slam champion. I like it, but not hopeful. And I said, I know Io may want a rematch with Bayley. Let's see how that goes. I'm not even sure if she's in line for a rematch. Maybe a Backlash, I guess, or a triple threat after her and Damage Control interfere with Bayley and Naomi. Though then Jade and Bianca come out and beat down Kyrie and Asuka. I said it can happen at this rate. And true. You got Kyrie and Asuka, the Kabuki Warriors, still tag team champions. Now, if Io wants to get a rematch with Bayley, I'm all for it. But at the same time, if I were Io, you have an opportunity. There's an open opportunity for a Grand Slam champion. You should probably ask Adam Pearce, hey, can I be part of this matchup or something like that? Who knows? If you want Damage Control to get back on top, and Bayley's going to give out title shots, or Bayley can defend the title against someone else. Io can go, okay, Rey's vacated the title. I gotta jump in on this and get a chance to become a Grand Slam champion. If that goes through Io's mind, that could be something. Io could be this. What is it? Third or fourth Grand Slam champion. I know Bayley was the first, and Sasha was next. I think Charlotte's been a Grand Slam champion too. And she won the women's tag titles with Asuka. She both won the Raw and SmackDown and NXT titles too. So there's that. And the last person to achieve the women's Grand Slam is Becky Lynch, by virtue of the NXT women's title victory over Teddy Stratton. So that's a huge deal. So I think, let's see, Bayley, Sasha, all four horsewomen became, NXT Women's Champion, NXT Grand Slam champions. Rhea is the sixth, and I personally believe if Io does, fifth, Rhea is the fifth. Excuse me, but if Io does, it should be the sixth woman to pull that off. So that's something. Oh, I should say the seventh because Asuka pulled it off as well. So be it the four horsewomen, Asuka and Rhea. If Io pulls it off, she'd be not the seventh woman to do it. So that's an elite company right there. So I believe Io's got that potential to do that, in my personal opinion. So we'll see what happens there. So Jey Uso went one-on-one with Finn Balor. Jey Uso won the matchup. Damian Priest came out to confront Jey Uso, but then all the other three members of the Judgment Day attacked him, and then. Jey Uso escaped, walked away, greeted Sami Zayn, who was looking up at the front door of the arena that he first saw his first wrestling match in. They talk about it a little bit. And he enters through that door, greeting fans, high-fiving them and whatnot. And this new camera angle, a lot of people say it's a lot better than Kevin does. And I think it was a really cool idea to do that. So, but then Chad Gable was getting ready at the gorilla position, and Bronson Reed confronts him and he goes, and since he won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, he says, no matter who, if it's you or Sami, I'm coming after that Intercontinental title. Now, if that's the case, I think down the road we might see Bronson Reed and Sheamus go one-on-one. That is going to be crazy, to say the least. So the Intercontinental Championship matchup happened. Now, Sami Zayn, his wife, Khadijah, her name is, was there at ringside, and these two went at it. And Sami Zayn, despite a hurt leg in the process, still retained the title. They two shook hands, lifted each other's wrists. Now, Chad Gable was getting frustrated. Then he finally snapped, attacked Sami Zayn after the matchup, giving some heel heat. And rumor has it, I think it was Julius Creed said this, ready, willing, and if he says, and everybody's thinking the Creed brothers may end up joining forces with Chad Gable as a new heel version of American Alpha, or the new new Alpha Academy, kicking Tozawa and Otis and Maxine Dupree to the curb. That could split up the team of Maxine Dupree and Ivy Nile. If that's the case, man, you're talking about, I think that was a problem. Chad Gable will probably say something like, Kira Tozawa and Otis are a couple of goofs. Maxine Dupree is clueless, and have Ivy Nile and the Creed brothers stand right there with them. You're talking about the new version of the Diamond Mine, if you think about it. That's what they should be called, the new Diamond Mine. Have Chad Gable lead by, or the Diamond Alpha Mine. Who knows? Damn. I don't know. The Diamond Alpha Mine Network. Damn. All these Ron Simmons do the theme entrance or something like that. Oh boy. Anyways, so it'd be very interesting to see what happens. Tonight, NXT, the major main event, former friends, Trick Williams and Carmella Hayes, steel cage match. So, and as you know, I think also at Spring Break, and Trick Williams will have a shot at the NXT Championship. And if Trick Williams cannot win the match, he'll leave NXT. So that's a big deal. I think that's going to be the cue for Trick Williams to be champion, and for people like Dragunov and Hayes could be drafted in the WWE draft, because all three brands are involved in the draft this year again. So this is going to be a very interesting situation, to say the least. So that's all the time we have on this show, episode 1347 of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Thank you for tuning in. Excuse me. Thank you for tuning in. And on the next episode, today's Tuesday, so it's Trebek Tuesday, a little high rollers for you. All right? So thank you for tuning in, and until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, doing for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.